I make artworks about the environment. I use new media, sculpture, installation and performances. The themes that I look at are normally to do with human relationships to the environment and boundaries. So boundaries between humans and the environment, or boundaries between the body and the external. And I look a lot at the kind of ways that we can create empathy with others across those boundaries. The project is called Thirst for Knowledge, and it's a work that I've been wanting to realise for quite a long time that explores the complexation of watery bodies, treating landscapes and human bodies and the physical infrastructure of AI as bodies of water, and then considering water as a means of communication between all of those bodies. So the topic of water use by AI data centers has been largely neglected in the conversation about the expansion of data center infrastructure. I have been, since the beginning of the project, focusing on a site in Haenam, which is south of 𝘒𝘏𝘐𝘚, which is called 𝘒𝘯𝘰𝘸𝘭, and it's been proposed as the site of Asia's largest data center, a 3 gigawatt AI specific data center. This site is now a completely hot topic, and I've been going down there and making field recordings, and I discovered that there's a vibrant body of water exactly where the data center is proposed to be built. And I've been making field recordings of that body of water. I mean, this is super exciting from my perspective, because if the data center development goes ahead, that body of water will be completely transformed. All of the more than human and non-human lives that are in that body of water will be displaced or killed. And the water itself, the character of the water itself in that area will be dramatically changed. And so the research at that site becomes a really crucial part of telling the story of what AI data center expansion means to the globe. It has resonances around the globe. And so this is a fantastic opportunity to create a story of a transforming landscape, which is an emblem of our times. So along with this site-specific research, which I think you can tell I'm super excited about, I'm also very excited to be working with a fantastic team. So I'm working with a Korean researcher, 𝘈𝘆𝘆 Kim, who has been helping to do the research on the 𝘒𝘯𝘰𝘸𝘭 site. And I'm also working with Dr. Paul O'Neill, who is a researcher in data infrastructures at the University of Galway. With Paul, we are working on a publication that will complement the immersive soundscape that I'm developing as part of the artwork. So I should say the immersive soundscape is the main artistic kind of central point of narrative telling that comes through this work. That soundscape uses the field recordings from the site, along with interviews that I carried out with people who are living next to the �𝘯𝘰𝘸𝘭 site, working with 𝘒𝘯𝘰𝘸𝘭 who did the video ethnography for the project. There are kind of interview snippets that will come into the soundscape. Alongside those, I have audio recordings from a global selection of scholars, academics, artists and activists who work on this topic in site-specific contexts around the globe. And we have representation from all the continents of the globe, bar Antarctica, telling stories about the development of AI data centers and that relationship to water in a global context as well. So we have these contributions from the global context, and because a lot of these sound elements are going to be coming into the installation, I decided to put together a publication which will allow the visitor to the installation to orient themselves more in the stories that are being told, because those stories are being told in multiple languages. I've been employing those methods for thirst for knowledge, and I started out with research into the site at 𝘒𝘯𝘰𝘸𝘭, trying to get to know the site, and after that carried out interviews with people. So I did preliminary research looking at the kinds of places where I might be able to encounter local residents. And then we went there and had conversations with people to find out their relationship to water and landscape. The rest of the research was quite desk-based research, looking into the current narratives around the site and also reaching out to scholars who work in the field of AI data centers and water. Following that, once I had a lot of field recordings and the audio files from the contributors and the interview files, I've been working on composing those into an immersive soundscape. So I've been working in the ACC Immersive Sound Studio, which is a fantastic place to be working, taking different sonic textures and also working with the meaning of the vocals that we have that I can implement into the soundscape. And I'm making kind of creative decisions about how to work with the textures of those sounds, how to work with the rhythms, the natural rhythms of the place, and also thinking about the rhythms which come from AI encounters with sound, right? And also AI encounters with meaning. And this is something that's been a topic of my work for the last few years, looking at the kind of development of rhythms that come specifically from the use of AI tools. And that's also being implemented into the soundscape and into the composition. Alongside the development of the soundscape, of course, we're also working on making a very beautiful presentation in print of the messages that have been contributed, and also contextualizing that with outcomes from my own research on the site. So there's a kind of parallel development of aesthetics in visual terms for the publication that will accompany the soundscape. And I'm also developing a documentation video that can be shared that shows not only the research process but also the aesthetic development of the work. Through the process of creating this artwork, I've realized that one thing that's quite important to me is the character of this water in the site at 𝘒𝘯𝘰𝘸𝘭. I was really struck when I was there field recording about the vibrancy and the life and the dynamism at this body of water. And the soundscape itself is so rich and nuanced and intricate and beautiful. And one of the things that I really feel needs to be conveyed is just this beauty of what is there at the moment, and to engage with this process of transformation that happens to many bodies of water, and the kind of larger context within which these field recordings were made. And so in my compositional process, I'm trying to encapsulate these multi-layered aesthetics. And I hope that that will be conveyed to some degree to the audience. I want them to be immersed in something beautiful, but also something thought-provoking and challenging, so that they can engage with a topic that has so far been neglected, and also so that they can have a renewed relationship to the water that passes through our bodies and connects us to the bodies of landscapes and technology.